when I was pregnant in jail, I thought I was going to have.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, yeah, still the text machine. Yeah, you got it. Ow! I'm still loving it. I'm still watching it. I'm tired. I'm still jumping it. I'm Jamaica. I'm still pressing it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, from the next Global 360 afternoon drive. Welcome on board. You can see the house is filled up, straight up, no ice. I'll be introducing my co-presenter here. She's a new she's on the block. You can see her face, pretty looking thing from Kaduna, you feel me? So we're live here today in our studio, GBB special. We got it locked down here in Abuja, straight up. So I have the privilege of introducing the pretty looking lady, Madam Victor. Madam Victor, you're welcome to the show here today. Today is Wednesday, 19th of June 2024. Like I said, the house is filled up. We got our CEO, the legendary engineer, Ibrahim.
Welcome, good afternoon this afternoon. Today, Wednesday, Global 360 Drive Gbb Live Chart from Abuja, the headquarters of Nigeria. And here this afternoon, I am welcoming everybody who's here. Today's program is going to be very special and it's going to be very brief. Before we continue, we'll give a privilege for us to do personal introduction, and then we'll continue from there. So let's start from the other person there. So tell us your name and what you do for GBB and Trustcom as well.
I'm Samuel Paul. I'm the marketing officer for GBB.
You're all welcome. Musa is my name. I'm a promoter and advisor in GBB, and I believe that we're going houses and
Big Papa.
Reverend Dr. Bartholomew Abochano is my name, the elder statesman in the Grand Colony.
All right, thank you. My name is Rex Emmanuel Amdaka. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for Nigeria Land Agency. We work for the federal government of Nigeria and the World Bank, facilitating grants for all SMEs, particularly startups. So we're here supporting the Trustcom and GBB ecosystem. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mira. I'm a member of GBB, the customer care.
So, okay. That's right.
One family.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's have it here. Russell, Madam, let's know you again. We'll let you will continue to know you.
Good afternoon, sir, from us. My name is Nancy Bama, coordinator GBB Trust Consumer Business.
All right, this is afternoon drive from Abuja. Like you said, you all know me. My name is Engineer Brian Moses Sigorja, the speaker of the ordinary people, the voice of the voiceless, and also the commander of these people at that point. Good afternoon to all of us. This afternoon is going to be a very brief, like I said before. I want to sincerely appreciate everybody, those who are watching us on the social media, and those who are on our YouTube channel, those who are also just connecting to us via the social media device to say welcome very much. And before we proceed, we want to officially appreciate our elders in the grand ecosystems, our reverends, our doctors, our pastors, our kings, our bishops, all the manners of clergymen. So we say good afternoon to you. Most especially today is going to be the first of this kind that we are appointing a woman to be the head of operation of Trust on Multipurpose Cooperative, working directly with the director, media, Hitman, the electrified network. We are doing this because we wanted a transparency, we wanted a system that can be trusted, that can be managed, that will bring joy and not agony to the people of the Black community. We don't understand the pains that all of us have gone through. Mostly those of you who have started this since 2012. We appreciate your patience and time. Every disappointment, there is an appointment beside it. It's the disappointment that came up about Trustcom. And now that Trustcom has come up with this unique platform with the opportunity of disbursing money to the people using the platform of cooperative, not the disbursement of an NGO. This is a point of correction. Many people are out there, they have been worried, they have been talking, they have been saying, how can Trustcom come and take over the Tiobac money and want to give it to us as loan? I want to clear that air this afternoon. Whatever money was given out to the people has nothing to do with Tiobac Global Foundation. Trustcom as a cooperative has no relationship with Tiobac Global Foundation. The only relationship we have with Tiobac is the grassroots bridge builders that serve as a consultant of the ordinary people, speaking and opening up the channel for the people to work and get information. So please, as we are coming on board on this platform, we are onboarding as a fresh and as a new team that is coming to everybody. And we don't want to influence it. We want to do it as you come. Your name is on the database. We follow it in that manner. Many people who have been calling us, we need to onboard them privately. We need to do that. They have all their NGOs registered. No, we don't want to do that. We want you to be part of the system. We want you to know how to get to use this system. We want you to be able to speak upright and say, I was part of it, I was onboarded, and this is the category which I belong to. So before I push this to the media director, I would like to tell you people that Trustcom has 4 categories of onboardment. These 4 categories are, number 1, the stakeholders platform. The stakeholders platform is a platform collectively agreed by the members and trustees of Trustcom to give opportunity to the ordinary beneficiaries and cluster heads that have been in the grant ecosystem without having anything. We are not supposed to involve the individual on this, but we say there is no way we can succeed without carrying the people who have been disbursing money to the NGO, because the ordinary and the cluster heads have been disbursing money to the NGO owners. So if the NGO owner refuses to attest to the fact that they have spent money, we attest to the fact that they have spent their earned money, and most of them cannot afford to be in the category of 5 million, 15 million, and above. So we create that opportunity for them to have something coming from us. That is number 1. Number 2, we have the primary cooperative. The primary cooperative has to do with the cooperative registered in the local government in areas where people are given opportunity to create opportunity in the local government around the world that we talk, because there are so many things to do. The agro project is in the rural areas, in the local community. And if we don't empower the local community, that means we have not done anything. The people that need this money, the people that wanted to be empowered, they are the local community. Please, if you are a cooperative registered in the local government or any of the world, all you need to do is to onboard as a primary cooperative, and the fee to onboard there is 30,000 naira. Please don't give your money to anybody and say, I'm giving it to somebody, and the person say he knows Trustcom. No. We want everybody to pass through the app. If I'm going to onboard you, I must have to do the right thing to make sure that I onboard you on the platform. The 3rd category is the state affairs. In the state affairs, we have 2 registration there. We have the union, and then we have the state affairs. All these are cooperative stages. Those who are very familiar with the cooperative system of Nigeria and the Bible, you will understand what we mean by the state affairs and then the union. Then the final one, we have the federation of the cooperative. That is done by the verification and supervision of the federal department of the cooperative and giving the license to work with other cooperatives, most especially we that were given opportunity to recertify and verify the cooperative registered in Nigeria. People get confused when they hear about recertification and verification. This is for you to be clear. Recertification is the executive mandate of the Federal Department of the Cooperative at that level. Trustcom will do the verifications and forward the data for the certification. So please, if you are submitting and you have done your appointment, proceed to send your profile, your data to the WhatsApp link that will be shared this evening by the Director of Media. So that as you are doing it, the back end office, they are working with you, the front end office, the customer care, they are working with you. There are 4 telephone lines on that app. If you are really challenged of onboarding yourself or getting something done that is giving you difficulty, please chat any of those 4 lines. They must surely get across to you. These are the 4 basic platforms I have. The other one, we are going to discuss it later because that one, everybody's ready for it. We want to get the parameter set on the app that will bring it, which is a bomb. Then we also have another platform that says you recharge card, data, pay your top up, your bills on this platform because most people sometimes in the middle of the night, they're in need of a recharge card. They can't have access to a recharge card, can't have access to money. But if you are a member of the trust company, you can go to the app, you can have access to the recharge card, set in such a way that you can be able to borrow recharge card and borrow data as the case may be, then you can pay back in your next balance. Those of you in the cooperative monthly team, you have these opportunities, you can always access whatever you're doing. So this very afternoon is to officially tell the whole world that Trustcom is now ready for involvement, and we have started. And we'll start giving out money to the most needed people that actually need this money. Some people don't need this money. Some people don't need money to do business of 1 million, 3 million, but they are looking for 20 million. We want to see what we want to do with this money. We want to see your project. The project management systems, they are here. The app will talk to you, will approve you, and you interact with it with time. Don't think it's difficult to interact with now. With time, everything is going to be easy. So please, Nigerians watching me, I am Engineer Brian Ozusekoche, the Chief Vision Officer of Trustcom Multipurpose Cooperative. And today, by the special grace of God, I am stepping down for the new management of the system to continue. Your consultant has resumed, and every other members will be having their meeting, and we will give God a chance to make a change in our life. So over to the Director of Media and the co-presenter to give us a speech and what we expect to hear from her and what we need to know.
All right, this is still the afternoon drive. This is Wednesday edition of the afternoon drive. That is Global 360. And today is Wednesday, 19th of June, 2024. This is me, myself, and I, the lecture final, the Hitsman, I am Michael. I got my protege, my partner in the business here, the new kid on the block. They call her Madam Beautiful Binta. Binta is right here, yo, with me, yo, taking over from the legendary, engineer Moses. Stepping aside. But before you do that, we have I have some questions in ET. This is just like a hot seat, format. But a lot of people are curious to know those on the GDB format, old school, GDB, class way back. They want to know. They said they're paying $5,000 for registration. They want to know if that will be valid for the onboarding.
This is a very good question. I have said this thing before. Every cooperative in this country has an entry point. I wish to enroll everybody for free, but that is against the bylaw of the cooperative because the DNA of the cooperative has to do with registration and the monthly. So for those of you who have registered with GBB, you are a full confirmed member of GBB and you have access to anything but Trustcom. Disbursement of Trustcom, mobilization of this agro project, logistics that we're putting together, everything is an entirely new project, and you all know. So for anybody who's a member of Trustcom before they're doing the monthly due, please indicate the interest where you want us to fix you, either on the primary or on the secondary or higher. your registration is valid and your membership is highly blessed.
No, the question is, will they still pay the 30K to
They have to pay, definitely. That's a subscription to the new platform. That has nothing to do with what they have done in the past. What they have done in the past is a membership of the GBP, and you have the membership already with you. And those who have been paying for their monthly due, a few of them have their data in. Their monthly due automatically been transferred into their app management system once they created an account. Right? So that has nothing to do with this.
All right, you heard it from the houses now, so the money you paid for registration is quite different from the onboardment. So you have to pay no onboardment money to get yourself the loan we are looking at. So what will be their benefits, sir, as a member of the trust fund?
Well, as a member of the trust fund, we have 4 categories I've just explained. First of all, we are looking at giving aids and opportunities to our members, which is the stakeholders. Once you become a member, these opportunities are open to you. There are other healing opportunities that are going to be purely for the registered member, outside the disbursement of the money and the grants that we have at hand that people are waiting for. It is like this because a lot of things are happening in the grant ecosystem. You all know, you have seen what is on grant. We want to make it a new thing and an easy access program for people who are really waiting. Part of the money that belongs to us is what we're giving them because the grant is just about 30%, the loan is about 70%, because Nigeria has not succeeded in grants since inception, and the foreign partners are not convinced that we can make a change. We, within ourselves, we need to prove ourselves, and the people themselves need to prove themselves by believing what Trustcom is doing today. And Trustcom has unlimited access to cash, which you know. The ability for us to bring in money is approved by the federal government. And the interruption of the security agency is not anywhere at all close to Trustcom. We follow all requirements and regulations. So for this, the new management of Trustcom will decide whatever will happen in Trustcom, how it's going to be managed, that will have nothing to do with the past ecosystem, the corrupt system of the grant system. We all work there, and we know that there was corruption, there was no management. So long as I'm concerned, the grant system has zero management system, and we need to make a change. So the leaders of this Trustcom are highly respected people with dignities and ability to become leaders tomorrow, and they won't want to entertain any act of corruption and insubordination. So they have mandated us to appoint women as leaders and appoint men who have not been saw in the grant community. All of us here are working together to achieve the same thing. And if there's any question, they are free to call me directly, and if there's any question for me to answer, you can direct it to me. I'll give them the answer.
All right, so that means you heard from the process now, the CEO, when it comes to the GBB and Trustcom. I want to ask this question because I'll be asking Big Papa some certain questions too, as well as everybody here. Sir, that means those that are partners already in GBB that pay their partnership deal with the 5K, they will be stakeholders as well, right?
Yes, they are stakeholders already in GBB.
So that means they don't need to pay the $10,000.
If you don't pay the $10,000, you don't get anything from Trustcom. Trustcom has nothing to do with GBB.
All right.
Every member of GBB is a limited liability company. GBB is a business venture, is a media. GBB is also consulting for Trustcom. So you don't expect to carry the debt of GBB and take it to Trustcom. Everything in GBB is still money. Every subscription in GBB, the ambassadorship they are talking about is still back ambassadors. You get my point? Everything that has to do with money paid for cluster head, for loan, for whatever in GBB during the TIOBAT is TIOBAT procedures. But anything that has to do with Trustcom, from the day we shut down from TIOBAT, it is accounted for and due records are here with us. So if you're a member of GBB, we appreciate your membership, and membership is valid. But for you to be part of what Trustcom is doing, you need to do your part. Part of doing your part is giving that slim chance as a stakeholder. If not, there is no position for stakeholder. I don't accept any cluster heads or whatever. But because of the decision of the masses to give something out to the people from the 30% grant that is free is why we create that opportunity. So if anybody is not feeling comfortable with the 5 million, 15 million, whatever, he can wait for the billion grant and the land that are already waiting to disburse, and the money is in the pool of land waiting. And some are already in the container. So please, trust God has nothing to do with any past grants. I want to be very honest with all of us, so that nobody will come and say, I pay for grants in Tiobat and they call me. I'm not Tiobat. I'm only a channel to reach out to Tiobat. And a lot of people listen to my voice. And I keep telling them, you people were there 3-4 years before I came. If I had known that you have not done your due diligence, I can continue from where you start. But I'm there to speak for you. So I have spoken for you, it's there for you to hear and do the right thing. That's my take in this direction.
All right, straight up, we just felt that this is still the Global 360 afternoon drive powered by GBB. Straight up, no IC felt that from the CEO, the legendary Ibrahim Sisi. All right, let me hit you with the last question. You just talked about all the subscription, the monies they paid, everything went to Tiobat. But there's this allegation that you brought your own loan scheme. That you said you have 2 billion somewhere that you want to disburse loans to them, and they key into that, and that one is totally off the hook from Tiobat. How do you explain this?
I've never done anything of such. Are you with me?
Yeah.
I've never told anybody that I have a grant, right?
No, you have a loan scheme.
Listen to me. The GBB has a member in Abuja, in the 26 markets in Abuja, and they have been on our loan. The videos are there. They collected the money and they never paid back because the money was coming from Tiobat Global Foundation Studio. So they thought it was a loan from Tiobat. It was from GBB. And on that note, I stopped giving out anything that has to do with loan because of my personal money. So GBB have been cautioned by the EFCC not to give out money to anybody because it's a limited liability company. And this is completely from giving out loan. So trust is in charge of every transaction that has to do with loan. So if you want to have loan and a member of GBB, you must identify with Trustcom, where the new management will administer everything. I am not owing anybody for loan or for grant. I'm only an employee, volunteer employee for Tiobat Global Foundation. And I have ended all my services with Tiobat Foundation. The only thing between me and Tiobat Foundation now is a very good product, a wonderful young handsome man, and a pastor that will relate together from Benin. Outside that, business-wise, that's come to an end long time ago.
All right, straight up, you just felt that Big Papa want to add to what
I would like to help explain what the hitman was trying to ask you. Those who registered into GBP, 5,000 naira, they are there. They are also being looked forward to be also identified in the Trustcom operation, coming as a stakeholder, pay 10,000 naira, and they are entitled to all the groceries that will accompany it.
Okay.
If you have paid the 5,000 naira into GBP to be a member of GBP, GBP is not entitled to roll out a loan because it's a limited liability company. And that if you want to enjoy any of such, you do it with Trustcom. Now, those who had paid the 5,000 naira in GBP, they are expected to also identify with Trustcom. And those who have never even paid the 5,000 naira, they are also being looked forward to identify with Trustcom. Now, those who pay 5,000 naira to GBP, what advantage do they have over those who are coming freshly into Trustcom?
Okay, that's a direct question. This has to do with human ability. Are you with me? Now, being a member of Trustcom, those who felt happy with what I am doing and want to be part of it because I was giving out support and program to the people, and I accepted their 5,000 as a member of my Trustcom, which is a non-refundable fee all registration done in Trustcom and GDP is not a tolerable fee because it's just a membership. It's there in the Bible. I am giving them an opportunity, and I told them that if you are a member of Trustcom, well, GBB, and now that GBB cannot give you anything, it's a limited liability company, we pay tax. We are not allowed to even get a grant. This is what gave birth to Trustcom. You are supposed to migrate your membership, which we told them that as a member of Trustcom, remember something, that you are an automatic member of Trustcom. You are registered with GBB. Now, anybody who has registered with GBB before now, I said it before and I'm saying it again, that you have opportunity to go to the Trustcom, identify yourself as a one-time member of GBB, and subscribe to the plan that you want, which is open for everybody. So if you have come before as a GBB member and you want to go to Trustcom and pay 30,000 to register as a primary cooperative, you have identified yourself, you are not paying for membership there. But if you have never registered before in GBB and you want to come to Trustcom, you must pay for the membership of joining the Trustcom, which is equivalent to that 5,000 that others pay to join. But that doesn't mean that I am not going to subscribe to that my GGB free grant of that 10,000 stakeholder or 30,000 or 50,000 for what is on ground now. So that 5,000 is a membership that allows you to go there and do the needful. I'm not denying them the opportunity to go there. I said it in our last broadcast, even the one I did with you last. I told them anybody that registered with Trustcom, with GBB, should go ahead to Trustcom, identify your membership, right, and then subscribe to the category you want to be part of it and continue your cooperative deal. But if you have registered with the cooperative and you have not done your cooperative, you are just a member without benefit. Because the only thing that sustains the cooperative is the monthly due, and then the DNA of the cooperative is the registration that we do. So for the fact that you just pay 5,000 and you went and sit in your house and you want to loan of 1,500,000, from how do you get the money? I'm asking you a question now, because they'll ask you this question. Okay. Now you subscribe to me at 5,000, and you are a member of the cooperative. You expect to have a loan or a grant, right? Now you have never done any monthly due. You have never contributed anything outside the 5,000. How do you get the 5 million that you want to get? How do you get the 2? Is there any way in this world that you go and pay 5,000 and collect 100,000 there? That is money doubling. I will not do money doubling. What we're doing here is a cooperative, and we want everybody to participate in the act of the cooperative for you to benefit from the proceeds of this trust.
That brings me to this question, sorry. You talked about, that means the freshers coming in now to on board.
Yes.
Would they still pay the 5K?
They have to pay. If you don't have a membership, you can't access it.
So that means those are not part of Trustcom and not on board.
If you are not part of Trustcom and you are coming, you have to pay the membership, then you can come on board.
It's compounded.
It's of every membership compulsory. Even as you go to cooperative federation, don't you pay membership?
Okay.
No, did you pay?
So it's clear. Yeah, because a lot of people have started accessing the app.
The reason why was that we left it open for people to access it, to have a feel of how this app interacts. If you go to the app from yesterday evening, you will discover as soon as you go in there, it will ask you which category do you want to unlock. It's there, you can find out. Now, if you want to find out as a stakeholder, it gives you the opportunity. As soon as you register as stakeholder, the customer care will pick up your details and get back to you with other details.
So that means when you pay the 10K to be a stakeholder,
you
have to pay 5,000.
You have to pay 5,000 and again, it's part of the system, the database of Trustcom for monthly.
Hope you get it.
This is clarity the answer. Okay. No. This is not
just have to
watch
this thing.
Nobody will ask you.
You know, Mr. Sani, on my platform, you know, we should.
So we don't want to go inside and tomorrow and be unsatisfied. Yes. Everybody who paid 5,000 naira, we know that membership of cooperative is 5,000 naira. And if you don't pay the membership, how do you become a member? But the opportunity we give them, because the certification and verification is direct. So once you pay, the customer care will pick you. So those that have not paid, they know how to pick them. So that shouldn't be a problem. If you are not getting across, that means you are paid, because your name is on the database. Those who are paid are verifying them. Now, so many people are paid already 5,000. There's something I want to tell you again that you know that the right when they say it on air. So people paid 5,000 to become ambassadors of Gbb Global Foundation.
Under your custody.
Under Gbb.
That is your custody.
Yes. Now that 5,000, right, including the national ambassador, Newman.
Okay.
Everybody paid. It's a global Global Foundation process to have ambassadors. And then the mobilization of those who travel around, like Newman went to Canada that time, people were traveling, those money were used for that procedures. So that 5,000 paid for ambassador and to market women, because some people interpreted the wrong way for them, like one professor in that office then was dealing with their pipe on state and the state coordinator. We are collecting 5,000 from the women and promising them loan of 100,000, 200,000 without even 1 or 2 months cooperative due. That was wrong. Now that we have something to give out to the people on our own that we want to give out to the people, if we choose to give it out to people as you cultivate this entirely the choice of the management, not the right of the cooperative. The right of the cooperative is that you must be part of the cooperative, you must be doing the monthly cooperative. It's people's money they are putting together to give you. It's not your 5,000 that give you 100,000. If you want to do that, go and do Kalaka or gamble. We don't gamble here. So please let them take note and they should not bombard you because you're not aware. I'm hearing so many stories on that. So please, the 5,000 they pay is membership of Assessing Trustcom or Gbb. Now Gbb is not accepting that membership since Trustcom came on air. And because Trustcom has opened this thing to the public, the reason why this issue is important is that the stakeholder platform that we're giving to the people to access 100 and 200,000, and as the case may be, some of them say they paid 5,000 before. That 5,000 is just a membership of Trustcom. And if you have paid before, you don't need to pay again. But if you have not paid before, ensure to pay that money. Even if it's 10 years, you notice you don't pay, we'll remove it from the system. That one without even telling you. So take it. That doesn't stop you from going on board. But on board and be transparent with yourself and come out and say, I have not done my membership. Because we'll go to membership card and your name is not there. It might affect your transparency and responsibility.
All right. People who are coming on board.
So we need to speak up so that others can hear us. We're talking to the whole world. It's something big to hear. Everybody's watching this program. It's live.
People who are coming to on board are separate entities.
Yes, correct.
Registration of cooperatives at various levels.
Yes, right.
Primary, maybe local government,
Right.
and the apex.
Right.
They are independent entities on their own.
100%.
And they are coming in for verification and recertification.
That's true. For the project ahead.
Trustcom equally is an entity on this one. Does it mean that before you can be verified and recognized by the federal body, you have to be a member of Trustcom, which is also a separate entity?
Okay. Now, let's get this straight now, because this question is becoming interesting and it's good with trash it.
Yeah, we have to finish it.
There is, in every organization, there is ethics. The Trustcom is a cooperative society. It's not an NGO. An NGO is not meant to have a registration because it's a non-profit organization. NGO is to handle disbursement, free money to the people. The cooperative is not giving out free money to the people, but they can choose on their own to give out free money with the excess or availability of cash that is floating to the system for the sake of the ordinary people that are coming from different places. But the Trustcom has a primary assignment of a cooperative society and a cooperative team that has to do with membership and monthly due. So if you come as an entity and you want to onboard as a stakeholder to assess whatever we're giving out to you, right? You are not involved in our monthly due, you are not involved in our cooperative loan, you are not involved in one of the two things that the cooperative does as a body. But if you are a member of the cooperative that you are carrying your monthly due, you are assessing every facilities of the cooperative. you are recommended to do this, you can be given opportunity, you can be given a letter of recommendation as a member of the cooperative, you can, whatever you needed from us that need us as an entity, we will do for you. But if you're coming on this grant, just like you went and subscribed to Timber Law Foundation for grants, you are not a member of Timber, but you subscribe for grant, for the grant to come for it to disburse to you and relationship finish. If you come on that note, you go straight to your board, and when we finish with you, we finish with you.
You don't need to pay the
You don't need to pay the 5,000.
No, and let me add something based on the question you asked. This is the direction of this question. Now, the issue of recertification and verification, there are two different aspects.
Yes, 100%.
Now, it's the government that has the right
For
to recertify
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
But there are two points in this project. One, there is what is called finance. That's the essence of the cooperative and this whole arrangement. So if, for instance, I'm a private citizen and I want to bring finance, and the finance is big enough to reach the whole country, you know, that is one aspect. So I can float a personal business and tell people the condition that I'm giving them to subscribe so that they can do business with me. Why? Because I have money. That's number one. So for that reason, even if you have the same, that's like in business called B2B. You do your business, I'm a business. You want to relate with me, I tell you my condition because you are looking for something I have and you don't have. That explains that thing. Then, if now the issue of certification, because we are talking about loan, which is money, and this man is saying, I have the money I want to give you. So if this man gives you condition and you don't comply, you cannot get his money. That settles that one. Yes. Now, number two, that we are saying that the issue of recertification is government that is doing the recertification, but government on itself does not have the capacity in terms of the technology or the tools to use to do the recertification. That explains why anytime government wants to, even if government wants to do a building, they will call for contractors, isn't it? It's the government that owns it, but the contractor will execute it. So let's assume here, which is right, that Trustcom is a contractor for government in the aspect of recertification. So Trustcom is doing recertification on behalf of the federal government of Nigeria through Federal Ministry of Agriculture, Department of Federal Cooperatives. No. Verification is internal. Verification is the job of the technology owner.
Of the Trustcom.
Which the Trustcom is the one that owns the technology. So the technology is what the Trustcom is deploying for the federal government to recertify. But what was the reason? Federal government already has given a certificate. It may not be at the apex body, but the federal government is coordinating the states so they can advise. Are you getting me? So at that level now, technology say, look, we want to attract investors apart from what we have. So we want to know which cooperative is active so that we will show investors that this and this is due to receive money. And that is why the government says, okay, let's use you. That's the process. So now, if the government does that, like I said, at the federal level, which is advisory, the federal government will advise the states that, look, this came to us and we think it's good for you. We advise you to key in. That's explain the process why businesses or cooperative, especially in this aspect now, whether you're a business now, the legal structure is cooperative. We have to key into Trustcom recertification and verification because it's a contract given by the federal government of Nigeria.
All right, so this is still the chat show, the Global 360 Afternoon Drive, powered by Gbb. This is me, myself, and
Before you go ahead, from this now, Trustcom is a willing tool in the hand of the federal government.
Yes,
to
please.
do the verification.
And do the program.
And then gets to the federal government for the recertification.
Yeah.
And all interested cooperative bodies can pay into it.
Yes.
including GBB, ISA.
Yes, of course.
Hello?
Yes, of course.
Now, if you would like to be part of the certification, verification and certification via GBB, and the modus operandi of GBB is that you pay 5,000 naira before becoming a member. The payment of the 5,000 becomes sacrosanct. But if you are coming through another vehicle, the 5,000 naira is not necessary. You only pay the 30,000 naira.
And you are in that category?
Yes, 500,000 naira case.
Yes.
Hello?
All right now?
Yeah. All right, so my final question to the legendary Brian, you refunded back some less than 90% of people that paid charity foundation money to you, and there are some certain people that are the starting, which you know, that you not refunded back the 50K.
I've not gotten anybody who has called and not refunded except the person paid in the wrong account. Most people called me. I referred one to Reverend Dr. Bartholomew. He paid to Epic account and he said, sending back, I forwarded it. And he said that Reverend Doctor said they should go and get their money from me because he made the announcement. And I told him, that person, that look, before they subscribe to Epic, I told them, if you're a member of my platform, for me to protect your investment, you have to subscribe to this channel. If Epic eventually did not meet up the requirement, which we demanded an MOU to be signed, I have nowhere to be found up to today. I have to refund their money. Because this is my procedure. This is my startup with them. The first time of announcing something and keeping to it. This trust company is going to be the second time of involving directly with the public, and I want to keep to that trend. So anybody who pays money to Epic or listening to my personal and Reverend Doctor and they pay to the trust company should go to where he paid money and don't come to trust company or come to GBB. So such God directed to me, and they have my telephone numbers, they have all my details, and I have the details of those who paid, and you were there. We refunded the money, we sent it, and some were even paid for different things. Some even say they want to subscribe to the new platform. We have all of them in that category. They have been calling me, those that collected their money. They have wanted to send the money back and say, no, they have to wait until they go to the app on board and say, let their detail be captured on that app. I don't want what happened in the past to happen again. So that is just for that.
In addition to what the managers have said, Epic, I was the person who brought everybody to Epic. People started coming to Epic by my announcement. And immediately we noticed that things were no longer right on Epic. So decided that as many as they wanted to pay, should pay to GBB. People did not want to listen. They still kept on paying to Epic, Sterling Bank account. Well, when we reached the point that we needed to part ways with Epic, you know, when I was on the chat room discussion with you, we initiated a move to return people's money to them. And the people's money that were returned to them were people who paid to Trustcom. And everybody that paid to Trustcom instructed my son to return the money, which everybody's money was returned. There were some people who were mistaken in their reasoning. They thought that if they paid directly to Epic Sterling Bank account, that we would still refund their monies to them. So some people they came calling me that, oh, their own money had not yet been returned to them. I did a message to him. And he said, no, there's nobody again. Then I asked that person to send me the proof of payment. He sent me the proof of payment, and the proof of payment was carrying Epic account detail with Sterling Bank. I said, no, this is not with Trustcom. let me give you the phone number of Barango. And I gave him the phone number of Barango. And he talked with Barango. I later called him. Did you talk with Barango? Yes, he talked with Barango. So as I'm sitting down here, I don't think there's anybody who paid you to trust on under my instruction and has not yet been corresponded. If there is such a person, still direct the person to me with his account details. If the account details is reading trust cons, this thing, account detail, is on our own will return back to. But if it is Epic Sterling Bank account, you should go and collect the money from Morango.
Let me even tell you, sir. Somebody sent an account number page to me, Gbb, but it was a Chrome account. They went to the app, got edited, and forwarded it. And I told the consultant to go and check. The date and everything, he said, they paid the money. That date was on a Sunday. And the deposit was direct deposit from the bank. I called the person directly. I said, I got your submission. And this submission is criminal. And I want to take it on. He said, I'm very sorry that my son made a mistake. So these are the things that are happening in the grand community. So you that you are going to be on public media, you should know how to handle them properly. Get right information because they lie too much in the grand community. Because the 50% of the people in the grand community, they don't trust in their mouth. Including the grand handlers as well. So we must be very honest in this trust com. Today, as I'm stepping down the management of trust com to both of you and to the entire ESCOM members, I want to see transparency and I want to see new things happening and let people comment both of you because I'm seeing the comments already on the platform and people have been calling me on what is going on. So for that reason, we appreciate Nigerians that listen to our broadcast and invested their money in trust fund. For that trust alone, I know what I am going to do for them, for such individuals. I have that details to me. And I'm not saying anything, but they will receive shock any moment from now. So on that, we want to leave the floor for...
I have a final question for you.
Okay, please, let's be fast because of time.
No, we need to trash out everything today. I'm not coming back to this stuff anymore. Finally, those that came out on board that needs the services of us to do it for them. Like you said at the beginning, that everybody needs to go to the app and nobody should pay to ABC. Yeah. What about those that cannot do it and need our help as people on the customer care to do it?
Okay, let me clarify that. What I mean, people should not assist people, that's not what I mean. I have more than 4 or 5 persons who send money directly to me, which I'm going to account for. And I have to give it to customer care on board because if you get to the point, you have to transfer the money for the app to let you proceed. But in the case that somebody stays in the shop and start collecting money from people, that I am an agent of trust, proper as no agent. The only agent we have is the customer care and the people their number appears in front of the platform. Outside that, they are going to new us crowds that are bringing to the platform, and we are putting him on the platform where those who are on board will also send their details. The email they receive from Trustcom and their bundles of data, how they call it, to that platform for all to have a look at them. Of course, the customer is there to assist them. She's here to do the same thing. She wanted them to onboard, and I told her, no, if you're in Abuja, come to the office. Let them teach you the process of onboarding, and you can go and help your people in Taraba. All the state committees, they are looking to listen. And take note, please. Trustcom has the power. You and she has the power to remove any state coordinator that is not meeting up the speed at which we want to go. Most especially on the stakeholder activity slot given to each of the states, which is a benchmark for the state and for the cooperative to raise that funding into the 30% equity of what we're doing as stakeholders. So I decided to put the stakeholder on the app, if not to go directly on the state account that will pay that money. I want them to be part of the people that their database will go to the government. And when the government is giving grants, like he is here now, it's for him now to give him the link and forward it to the platform of federal government, where grants are going to people like the palliative and all that. They don't need to ask anybody. All going to be asked, where are the people you have verified and certified as true people who are actually doing something on doing nothing? Those are part of the reason why we brought it back to the app, because we need to have data of everybody to be given over to the government. So those who are paid to their state accounts, their state coordinator will have to liaise with madam or liaise with customer care, so that the numbers of the people, their contact and everything, they will do that from customer care for them in each of the states, which will start from Monday. So on Monday, the customer care will be working with the state coordinators for those who onboard as stakeholders to appear on the app as well. So take note of that.
All right, this is still the Global 360 on my GBP. Today is Wednesday, 19th of June 2024. We are running out of time, but we have to speed up the whole question. Big Papa, I want to come to you, sir. Those that have already paid your loan scheme stuff, you said a lot of them, those that don't have money from the VN and those that are not on board, etc. like that. Are they coming to on board on this app with fresh numbers?
Anybody that is coming in through my vehicle, you know, I have been very, very liberal. My cooperative, Brighter Demon Proposed Cooperative Society Limited, you need to onboard into that cooperative with 10,000 naira. Those who found it very difficult to get the 10,000 naira could pay 5,000 naira. It's difficult for you to pay the 5,000 naira, could pay 2,000 naira. And even if you don't have the 2,000 naira, you submit your details. That is how I have been. And the scenario is just that I said, people you pay them, they have paid. Even because of what they have suffered, a lot of people, about 90% of those who have identified with me, they have not paid 1 naira. And have decided to welcome them. But I told them at disbursement, the money for my logistics that was supposed to pay, I will pay. That's what I have told them. So they were all coming, and as they come in, I have their data already in my database, and their data is already again to the federal government. I will handle them and I make sure that what they have been waiting for gets into their hands. Up to now, so many people are getting across to me, somebody has 500 clusters that he wants to push in at 0 naira. Go ahead. I'm getting stuff from Tom, Dick, and Harry to make sure I package myself, keep my ICT man who is in the battle, comfortable and capable of being able to do. Although I'm feeling the heat that I have inside what I'm doing, and that I will get to the shore. At that time, I will look my hand. And I believe anybody whose senses are in order, when somebody comes up and begins to talk like this, you will know that that person is a genuine person. It's an honest person. Some people make it a matter of God. It's either you pay if you don't, or you don't pay and you fall out. That is what the principle of which I operate. And so there are a few people who are still rejected that some pay 5,000, some pay 2,000, and the whole number of people have come in at 0 naira.
But this one is not, this is a different ball game. Would they, those 90% that came at 0 naira, would they still come into this one with the primary fee, fee and the fee?
People who come in, there are some people who come in as members of my cooperative. As members of my cooperative, they are the ones who will pay this 10,000, 5,000, 2,000, or 0 naira. There are people who come to affiliate with my cooperative. They have their own cooperative. They come to affiliate with my cooperative. My registration modus operandi, if you are coming as a cooperative body to affiliate with my cooperative, and the members of the people you have in your cooperative is less than or equal to 1,000 members, you pay 200,000. You pay 200,000. If it is less than or equal to 2,000, you pay 400,000. If it is less than or equal to 3,000, you pay 600,000. So at every stage of 1,000, 200,000 for your own cooperative. And if you don't have the 200,000 to pay, come and affiliate at the disbursement, I will take that amount. And also, a lot of them, there's no single person that has paid the 200,000. They have submitted at their own level as cooperative bodies. So people who came into my cooperative, they are in my cooperative as a body. I am paying the registration fee for them. But those who came as athletes, they are completely independent on their own. They will pay what is requested of a cooperative fund to belong. You understand my English?
No, the point is you've not really answered my question. Those that are affiliated to you are paid and paid the monies, and those that are not paid at 0 level. When you tell them to come on board now on this app, I hope they will not come and start asking you questions that are they supposed to pay freshmen for the appointments in the primary union and the apex?
Identifying with trust fund is a different volume altogether. They are coming for verification and certification. You get what I'm saying? Those who claim to affiliate with me, they are completely independent of their own. When any package is coming, it will come on top of them. So they will pay the various amounts of money that are supposed to pay.
That's right, that's a good clear. So all of us now, that those who are coming from Reverend Papa Lumi and Bochedum, our daddy, the elder spokesperson, they are coming as freshers. Okay. So, as you have been to, so far so good, this celebration I think is important and giving you an insight to what is going to happen and what should be expected as the manager of Trust Fund Multipurpose Cooperative, heading operations to make sure that this company move forward in transparency, in accountability, and also resilience to move forward that you have promised to give to us. So can we vouch on these promises before I will say goodbye to the system? Over to you.
Before you go there, please.
Make up on it.
Before you go there, please. Coming in into this project is not what every time we can just carry us. So in the area of making somebody to involve, if you own a cooperative, you should be able to fulfill these steps. You should be able to go to the app on your own and do this. And even if you are not able to do it, get a close by cyber cafe. Let them get you. You do it on your own. Not for you to send money to anybody to do it. Because if we put it like that, some people may capitalize on that and begin to say, okay, in the name of trust fund, we are collecting money from people to come there.
Just have to be strict, just have to be strict.
And then, if there are people that will like people to on board for them, to want anybody to on board for them, don't get to your state coordinator to on board. Let the people be directed to the customer service. Their names coincide, the five of them, their numbers on the app. You pay money to anybody to on board for you, you are on.
Thank you very much. That is clear. That was the point I was trying to make the other time, that the customer care lines are open and they can do onboardment for any member across the board. Most especially those members on the iOS platform, the Apple platform. They can call the customer care, the numbers are there, chat with them, and they'll send the necessary details. They will onboard you and send you the login so that you can change the password and have access to your dashboard. This is the procedure we put in place. I think this is simple and easy enough for all of us to follow up the procedure. But I am also of the opinion that we should try to learn to get used to it, because the world is moving. Nobody is going to keep file for anybody anymore. Nobody asks for come and fill form of any kind. No house will burn and documents will go anymore. The only thing is that people needed to do the right thing to have their data in some form. Like what happened in Global Foundation, I counted over 5,000 flash. People put their details in the flash drive and everything, some are in the water, in the rain, and they are corrupt. So if not for the sake of the app that was developed with the children, I doubt if there's any database somewhere there that one can get anything. So that's a serious concern, and the app has taken care of that already. So I still believe that we're in the right position.
All right, Madam B, do you have anything to say before we call it a wrap?
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
You need to speak up so that we can hear you. The mic is far from you a little bit, so all of us are listening to you. The whole world is listening to you, so your voice on top of your.
I am very, very happy and grateful and to be amongst great minds like you guys sitting here. And I'm very happy to be here. I'm glad to belong with TrustCom. Here I am. My name is Binta, and I know most people in Abuja are familiar with me because of my political games that I was playing before I joined TrustCom. And now I'm here. It's really sometimes disheartening to hear some of the stories that you guys are hearing today. These things are happening in the brown communities. It is very, very sad. And I know that people have paid their monies and nobody was able to get a single grant. I wonder how it works. People pay their monies and they don't, especially my women, especially the women. Women have suffered in the brown communities. I am here today to tell you that I am here for the women. If we are not on the table, if we are not on the decision-making table, we become the many. We don't want to be the many. In this case, we are not many. TrustCom is here to solve and resolve some of these kind of problems that you heard these people talk about today. We are here to right the wrongs. You can hear the CEO. People are talking about him refunding monies to people. I mean, he deserves a round of applause for that. That is excellent and exquisite leadership qualities that we have in TrustCom. My sisters and my brothers, especially my sisters, I talk to you today with confidence and alacrity. I want you to go on board and onboard yourselves to TrustCom. TrustCom is here to solve most of these problems for you. And I thank the CEO for recognizing the gender issues that are going on in this country. I am a woman, I am here, and you know when we handle things, we do it well. I am here, do not be afraid. Go and onboard yourselves on that TrustCom app on the Google Play Store. due to time constraint today, I was told to just keep it brief. I think we're going to hook up again on Friday.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be here on Friday to talk to you in a better tone and for a longer period of time to make some explanations to you on how you can get on board and get the goodies that TrustCom has for you. Thank you very much.
All right. All right, the man from the Field of Government Award Bank, do you have anything to say, sir, before we go? Briefly. Okay.
Then we really just want to actually appreciate TrustCom for being so robust. Our agency is called Idea Lab. So without the technology that TrustCom has developed, we wouldn't have a funnel for the ideas to manifest. So we are grateful for TrustCom for having the confidence to invest robustly in the technologies that they have developed for all cooperatives in Nigeria and for SMEs. We know that something remarkable has begun for Nigeria, and it's a dawn, a new day. So especially for those who have been expecting finance, we want to tell you confidently that it will not be any longer far. We'll start seeing a lot. God bless all of us. Thank you.
That's the man from the World Bank, and he is representing the federal government. So we still have a lady from Borno, right? Taraba. Madam from Taraba, what do you have to say? What are you bringing to the table, madam? Briefly.
Thank you very much. I want to appreciate everyone here. I say Mr. Ayoma and Ajay and my sister, their days belong to men, and we should not give you the grace to handle the trust of Gbb here in Jesus' name. And I want you to go back to Taraba and get our sisters on board. Go and do that. Thank you very much. By the grace of God, I will do that.
All right. Okay. If you want to say something, this is our personnel here. If you have any problem, you can call them. Our phone numbers are already on the app. So she's the leading Dex woman.
Once again, my name is Dana. I want to thank everyone for all the efforts. I appreciate every one of you. And some people started shouting, I want to ask this question. They asked for the benefit which I explained to them, and the other question that I came behind was that if they are to get the loan, because I told them that for primary cooperative, registration is 30,000, then they can get from 1 million to 5 million. Right? So they also ask that what is the duration of or how long?
And the percentage, yeah, I forgot that. The percentage that will go for the money, sir. See you.
That we have discussed before. We say it's going to be a digit, a 1 digit interest. Yeah, so that depends on how fast and the turnover will make it easy. The essence of this whole thing is for us to keep the relationship with our foreign partners who are foreign neighbors. Because this money is meant for Nigerians to develop and to continue revolving within ourselves. Because when you mention grants, people take the money and waste it on things that are not matter. But this money should go into agro, should go into business SME that will produce results for us to be proud and to continue what we're doing. Duration, it depends on the project you are embarked on. Some people who are members of the cooperative who are doing their monthly due, they come for just budget loan, everything. They come for school loans, they come for aids. This is just within the period of 1 month and 2 months. But for the agro loan, for the category that we're giving them, it's for the period of 1 year.
Before they start paying.
Before they start paying.
What about the interest?
The interest is 1%. It's within the rule. It's within the rule of that 1 year.
No money.
Remember, no, it's not 1 year. Remember, the recovery of this loan is of taking the proceeds of what they do with the money, most especially in the farming industry. Look for farm cassava, that's why we need to have the rice farmer, the cassava farmer. Each farm should have the travel and get the produce in groups and when it's ready and sell and then they cook back the money.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Another question is, like, let's assume that they meet up with all the procedure of getting the loan, that is from the primary cooperative. My question is from the primary cooperative. Like, let's assume they are meet up with all the procedure. So how long will it take for them to get the?
Not they are making it up, it's we. Because what we are expecting is bulk of money. Are you with me? We are already started paying so much money. They are just coming to complement the effort of what we are doing to complete the logistics and whatever. We are going too far. So the faster we make up our onboardment, the better it is for all of us. Right.
So that means no time frame for this.
No, we're not giving anybody time frame. It will be next week, it will be next tomorrow, it will be as everybody is going on, we're carrying everybody along because nobody will bypass any procedure. We must follow every procedure so that when the money comes, there is no government who will stop us from doing it.
Government
yeah, so that's the way it is. I will be, if it means us as we're traveling out of the country to go and do what we need to do there for the purpose of this money. They all know the process of getting money into the system. The grant handlers know, the NGOs they know. So anybody who asks you that question, the person just asking for nothing, just want to make you a serious subscriber. So don't take note of that. But the money we're giving out to people now is our choice of giving them what we're giving them, not their choice. And they're going to start from next week, rolling out to our choice of people.
All right, Big Papa, the man from the US vibe. What's your final parachute, sir? Yeah. Mike.
It's a pleasure once again to come on there. Associating me with UAS in this forum may not be too comfortable for me.
Okay.
UAS is, we are fighting our battles, and I'm sure we will put a smile on the faces of people. We are not the elders that will tell us they are the government committee, government that, government this. We will just surprise people and give you smiles in your faces. So it's not for me to come out openly and begin to do some kind of propaganda. That's why we call them liars. Yeah. Some of them have told more than 500 lies, and yet people are believing them and fighting for them, cursing people on behalf of people, which of course is not in our character. This we are here in GBP and Trustcom for honesty, transparency, to make a difference. That is why we are here. And we are going to surprise Nigerians by this program. Everybody will rush to this direction. Thank you.
All right. All right. This is where we'll be calling it the wrap today. This is the afternoon drive on Global 360. We'll be here again, by Friday. Friday will be 21st of June 2024. So in between then, guys, you should rush to the app and get your enrollments rolling. The more you can, like I said, first come, first serve. So the first people that on board are the first people with this bus. So the earlier the better. So I want to thank everybody from the officer we have. I call him the barracks officer and the clients. I call him the officer Oliver in the building, the Big Papa. The only person that calls him the Big Papa in the Grand community, the elder statesman. He's an elder bombshell. Blow out everybody's asses all the time. And we got well, yeah, like who look like Bob? This is Russian, this is American walking. We got a man from the federal government, World Bank. Thank you very much for coming. We got a pretty angel, the baddest officer wife, you feel me? And this is myself and I, the election power. We got a pretty Madam Windsor. We got a woman from Taraba. And the big Mo, on in the back is Mo, the man on two biggest red up like the ends of the promised land. Anyway, well, he went to the promised land. Yeah, he's going down. You know, it's better than all right, tell you guys next week. Oh, Friday we're coming 21st of June 2024. From here, we're coming in around. Thank you.